a popular proverb that says, "The bird that learned to fly without perching has made the hunter learn to shoot without aiming." The people of Riom local government in Plateau State have decided to take matters into their hands because these herdsmen come into their farms with their cows and eat all their crops and render them impoverished and suffering, destroying their months' hard labor of working in their farms and nothing to show for it. So they decided to do something very funny, and that is to lace their farms with fertilizer and a mixture of a little bit of toxins, and made their crops very dangerous for consumption and that stage to the animals. So when those herdsmen actually came into their farms on that fateful day to graze, which is a normal thing in Nigeria for herdsmen to come in people's farms and start eating up the crops, the maize, the cassava, intentionally. This time around, the cows, when grazing on those crops, met their untimely end. 18 cows lost their lives, while 15 others are in critical condition. This is the new method many farmers are using right now to get rid of this herders' menace that is ravaging the entire farmers' community. This method has just started evolving, and I've heard about it somewhere else before, last month. And now I saw a post where someone was encouraging farmers to lace their fertilizers, and there was a method about soaking it in the water and some other processes to undergo the fertilizers to make it very toxic. And if these cows feed on the crops, it has a way of destroying their metabolism and acting like a poison in their body, and really ending the lives of many of these livestock. This is what I have to say. Like I said, the bird that has learned to fly without perching has made the hunter learn how to shoot without aiming. Now something will cause something to happen. They tell government look into something, they refuse. When the people resort to self-help now, you will see they come out now and start saying, who did this, who did that, who did this, who did that. When you don't give person food chop, the person must find the one when you use hand chop by himself. You can't tell him how he will do it. People have been saying poverty is the creator of crime. Nothing else. Poverty, hunger. People carry gun because of hunger. The same thing, people's crops. People have been crying, look at my crops, look at my crops. So farmers, herdsmen are coming there, destroying my farms. Nobody's listening to them. They've been crying. Now they've devised a way. You will eat my crops, both you will go. That's what they're doing now. Both my crops, both you will go. You cannot render me hungry. My livelihood is going with your cows and your goats and your sheep. You are destroying my crops, and your own livelihood is growing fatter, bigger, stronger. And you will not end up selling them for money. But my own is just there. My own is just there. Gone. Rendering me suffering. And the people have decided to what? Look into the matter and take matters into their hands. And right now, the die is cast. Not every 2-3 days will pass, you will not hear 5 cows perished here, 10 cows perished here, 15 cows perished here. The latest one now, the one I'm telling you about, is 18 cows perishing. It's not the first one. It's not the first though. It's not the first. But it's becoming a pattern. That's why I have to bring it to the news. It's becoming a pattern. So I felt I want to tell you guys about it because it is going on now. So could this lead to more clashes? Definitely. Definitely. By the time the owners of these cows again see that this community has done this to their cows, there's going to be retribution. Definitely there's retribution. And the cycle of violence continues. The cycle of violence continues. Where are we heading to like this? What we should have done as a government is to call the communities together, compensate them for their losses. There should be a scheme where farmers are being compensated for the losses of their farm products. There should be a scheme from local government to state government where farmers are being protected by the police, by local security. There should be a scheme where farmers' farm products are insured by the government. There should be a compulsory farmers insurance scheme where all farmers, even small scale, middle scale, and large scale, will have insurance. This way, when they lost their goods to different kinds of devastations, they will always seek for compensations. It will help to ameliorate these problems. Also, we need to start talking about grazing camps, which is ranches. It has been in the news before, but somehow it disappeared. And now you see herdsmen moving up and down the road, the bushes. Why wouldn't there be clashes? Mostly now that within the last 8 to 10 years, we've had this, there is this surge in tribal bias in Nigeria. Started from the Buhari's tenure. Starting from the APC government till today, there's been this regionalism, tribalism that just came up from nowhere. So it made everybody in other parts of the country scared of being in their neighbor's house. It made people to become afraid of themselves. Nigerians no longer trust themselves. So when you see a man not from your tribe, you start getting scared. Are you sure he's not going to harm me? We need to get back to the time when Nigerians were united, Nigerians were one, Nigerians loved themselves. Don't you watch Super Eagles play football? See the way they play together as a team. They win together as a team. Well, I'm not going there. What I'm going is the president of Nigeria, you're the commander-in-chief of armed forces. Your job, like I always say, is to protect the lives of people. Do not shy away from your job. When Rivers State had problem, you did not shy away from it. Now, PLATEAU has problem. Don't shy away by saying that it's the governor should fight for himself. No. I know that last week you rode in the tanks in PLATEAU State. Minister of Defense has gone there. Other defense chiefs have gone there. And within the past few days or weeks, the attacks there have reduced a bit. But this little one that happened now about killings of cow is a resistance by the farmers themselves. This is a resisting their oppressors now. Why will the herdsmen enter into somebody's farm and graze? The Miyetti Allah Association of Nigeria should please call their members to order and teach them on proper grazing methods. Proper grazing methods. If you want to eat up a farmer's farm, then you pay him for the farm. Pay him up and feed your cows. Compensate him. Feed your cows. I don't think it's proper for farmers to lace their farms with toxins, because this farm produce are also for human consumption. At the end of the day, people will still buy them and consume them. And I don't think it's good enough for human consumption also, because if cows could perish consuming it, therefore human beings could also perish consuming it. It's not a good act. It's a very counterproductive act. For the moment, it looks like it's good because you are getting benefit from it. But in the long run, it's going to damage the human body and damage the people that are consuming it. So be very careful. I want the state government to please look into this act. It is very wrong. I know it's yielding results for you for the moment, but what if one day now human beings start also perishing from consuming these products? Because the products are meant to be sold, actually. Except you're saying that you just go around, poisoning random farms and, grasses around the corner. It's still dangerous for human beings. This is just by the way. So consider and see how there might be other ways of getting these cows out of the farm. You could have community security apparatus. There are some communities in this country that have strong security in their communities. Communities should be engaged to start local security. The state governors should not be afraid to empower their people to protect their places, their villages. Yeah, they should not be afraid to do that. Because even in Borno State, there are vigilantes that fight Boko Haram alongside the army. Hunters who came together to fight alongside the army, and they are doing a very good job because these hunters know the terrain very well. They know the terrain very well. So if the Plateau government also should assist some of these local governments to get their people, their youth engaged, security-wise, let them be able to track this, this erring headsmen and also get them arrested when they err. If not, people are going to start even worse things than this. I pray we don't get to that stage. I have been your host, Chinedu. Please like, subscribe, and share. Till I see you in the next video. Peace.